legacy. Parsegian renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Stanford wants to push the pace. He'll keep it himself. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes the offense are looking at run fakes to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Smashes through. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. Got the back over the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know,
and the quarterback is snowed under.
This defense, they are tenacious. So they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they could collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Give to the running back. A confident, top, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. That's the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
To the air, it's Carr. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Leaves it with the running back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up a one. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Paul.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
From the gun, the ground game. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the stick. operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Irish!
And they just keep feeding into their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here at the opening drive.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive goal, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack that.
On second down, wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular. That's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and lining up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football. And we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step,
He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Carr. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown! 5-yard! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off.
Not all DBs make the play again, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job on the DB, securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Young. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Carr. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Handoff to the single back. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to go with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
from the gun. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. Stanford quickly to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Back to throw, it's Carr. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The inside handoff. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. And now it's just going to be a passing game.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Wide out in motion. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think in today's era of college football, we get enamored with the jet sweep. It's exciting. You're getting this wide receiver involved in the run game, but sometimes it's just better to go old school and just run the football conventionally north-south.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilbert.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Right on target this time. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest, and he gets in for 6.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 41-yard toss for 6. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Stanford lines up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Notre Dame has... to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's right on target. Makes the grab and he's dragged down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Carr. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Finds his target down the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. He's going to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On second down, looking to throw. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here come the Irish, back on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. It's complete to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Trying to find his man on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Snags it. Touchdown, Irish. And the stomping has commenced. With that latest touchdown pass, it might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Makes his connection.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it. Advance and get what he can get.
Trying play action. He's taking the shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. It's complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Got his man quickly. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. On the option. Now the pitch. Shakes off the tackle. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Quick strike complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the lone back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. No hesitation on that call and no reason not to go for it on 4th and inches.
We're bigger than you, we're tougher than you, we're stronger than you, and we're going to get a push, and they did it right there.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Touchdown! Climbing up.
Touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Now on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A little screen to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. On the return, it's Morton. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here come the Irish back on offense. The give to the back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Extending this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now is the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Going up top on first down. Looking left. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Sack. This offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
On second down, wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Stanford lines up to punt it away. On the move, it's Morton. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The hand to the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the jet sweep here. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I love defenses that can game tackle. How about the defense getting a lot of hats to the football? That receiver's a fast dude. But this defense, they've got a lot of teams beat themselves, and they showed it right there.
You give as they work on that clock. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Let it bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Running back searching for a hole.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And these jet sweeps used to be plays where you ran to try to trick them, they get out wide and make big plays. But now, short yardage situations, you start to pack it in tight. Okay, I'll go out wide. I'll pick up my 5 to 10 yards and make it easy and get me a 1st down.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the Lynx. Even bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.